Hello and welcome to Wizard World Virtual Experiences. I'm Victor Danders, the hardest working man in comics. We are streaming to you live on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube, bringing you that Comic-Con life to the comfort of your home with these incredible celebrity panels. You can also nab some paid exclusive experiences, including one-on-one private video chats, custom recorded messages, and autographs, all on sale at the brand new wizardworld.com. Those are always on sale at wizardworld.com. It's a beautiful website. You guys got to check it out, and will continue to be so throughout the week. So even if you're just catching a replay, definitely check out those once-in-a-lifetime experiences with your favorite cast members, including our special guest today. Also, don't forget to check out signed memorabilia and works of art from our favorite artists and vendors from previous virtual experiences and physical conventions, all available at wizardworldvault.com. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to bring to this virtual stage from Saved by the Bell, Days of Our Lives, The Bold and the Beautiful, and so much more, Ms. Lark Voorhies. Make some noise, y'all. Make some noise.
Hi, everyone. How are you?
Oh, my goodness. Absolute pleasure. First and foremost, how are you today? How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing fantastic. You know, I've been working on some of my books,
of course,
and things of that nature, and just tuning everything to get started on championing every possible event. So we've been doing a lot. My music, my books, it's fantastic.
As a big fan of yours, I am so excited to hear that. We've got so many people tuning in from all over the world. I just want to give a quick shout out. We've got folks in South Wales in the UK, Wisconsin, Texas, Maine, Washington, Kentucky, California, New York, Oregon, New Jersey. We have people all over tuning in to see you this morning. So it is such a pleasure. Okay, so I'm gonna just be honest here. I'm a huge fan of the show Saved by the Bell. Like, there's no two ways about it. It marked me as a youngster, and I wanted to be so many different characters within it. But as so many people didn't realize, this is a sequel series to Good Morning, Miss Bliss. So when you first started, how old was Lisa Turtle?
Well, we were the same age. I was 14, okay. and our characters had just started high school. I just started high school.
Nice.
So we were the same age.
That is brilliant. Yes. Well, because that doesn't happen all the time. We see in so many different things that, you know, famously, what is it? Ralph Macchio was like 6 years older than Daniel LaRusso.
Interesting.
It's so crazy. Who was the oldest on set at the time?
Uh-oh.
Can we
Haskins, Mr. Belding?
I mean, as a student.
Well, Elizabeth was 2 years older than the rest of us.
Okay.
Elizabeth,
so not too bad. Yeah, that's not bad. Yeah, see, that's perfect. I mean, okay, so when you start off with Good Morning, Miss Bliss, this is a Disney show, which is amazing. I know you from the NBC era of Saved by the Bell. To get this show, what did that mean for you as a young actress?
I was so very excited. I had done numerous commercials and guest starring roles on different shows, like the Robert Guillaume Show, etc. But I was so excited to finally get my own permanent spot on my own permanent show.
I love that.
Yes.
You set the bar really high. Lisa Turtle was a character that really is remarkable for the time. I mean, as a Black actress, as a young woman, she was prominent, she was dominating, she knew what she wanted. How close to that are you to that character?
100%.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. That's what, yes. That makes me so happy. Okay, so when it came to the transition though, from Good Morning, Miss Bliss to Saved by the Bell, was there any lull or lag in that transition? Did you guys know immediately that Saved by the Bell was happening?
We did Good Morning, Miss Bliss, and then I returned to school and found out about a month and a half, 2 months later, that NBC had picked up the show. So it was no longer on the Disney Channel. It was now on NBC, which was incredible. And I was super shocked because Lisa, the original character, is a Jewish American princess. So as a Black African American actress to receive a role like that was just awesome.
Oh my gosh.
Really awesome.
You own that role. Like, there is no one else that should be allowed to claim Lisa Turtleness anywhere.
I agree there.
Yes, see, we're on the same page. We actually got a couple of comments coming in, and I think this is a great one. Alec Bunbury says, often with these types of roles, actors feel typecast, then embrace later in life. Has this happened to you? Did you feel like you were locked into a Lisa Turtle role at all?
Oh, no, I thoroughly understand that. And for the first couple of years after that, going on auditions and getting jobs, I see how other people really believed in this character.
Absolutely.
And so though I was playing different roles, I had to spice it with a little bit of Lisa, because the audience just was attracted to her and just loved it.
Yes.
But I never felt typecasted. No.
Awesome. We love to hear that.
The most recent movie I've done, the next hit, I won't give up the ending, but it's nothing like Lisa.
At all. Okay. Y'all need to watch that. So this is an amazing one. Kurt Johnson and Kathleen Gross both ask, they say, hi, Lark, big fan from Atlanta. What was your favorite episode, or what's a funny memory that you had filming Saved by the Bell?
My favorite Saved by the Bell episode was and will always be, it's called The Mall. And we got trapped and had to spend the night in the mall to get these concert tickets. Right. So we had a blast doing that, and all the hijinks and antics that came along with it.
It was amazing.
It was just the most good-natured role, and we all had a good time.
That is fantastic. What was the shooting schedule like then? Like, did you guys have like a certain, hourly structure, or how often did you guys record?
We recorded by the week, so it was 5 days and 4 days really, and then we had the run through, and then we shot the show. Actually, 3 days, then the run through, and then we shot the show.
Nice.
Yeah.
Was it like crazy long hours, or is it pretty? I mean, because you guys are predominantly young actors.
Right. And TV does have plausible cause. We had a limited schedule.
Okay.
Which, because we're minors,
mm-hmm.
and the SAG-AFTRA company takes that into consideration. We have set school where we go to our regular school on set, and it was nothing like that. Once you turn 18, you can now work around the clock.
Right.
So it was a big difference.
Okay. Were you a good student? Can you tell us that? Were you a good student?
Yes.
It's like, of course I was. Come on now.
Mr. Victor, if you only knew. Yes, we had a great school teacher. As a matter of fact, I met my school teacher. She was my kindergarten teacher.
Oh, wow.
And I met her again on set. She became a studio teacher, and we made it through 11th and 12th grade. Nice. And I got my 4.0.
Okay, now. That's right.
Yes.
Excellence.
We recited to greatness.
I love it. We got to comment. Blues Boy 3. This is such a real statement right here. Childhood crush is Lisa Turtle, but truly an incredible inspiration for my life now. Can't thank you enough for just being you. Forever great fun. Like, that's a wonderful bit of Rose. Not even a question in there. Just wanted to give you some love with that. But I hope I don't embarrass you when I say you were clearly the teenage crush of a generation.
That's right.
It's so very true. And this is pre-internet. So how did you engage with your fan base on a regular basis? Did you know that people loved you so?
Well, we got fan mail. So the response was immediate, instant. And I had a fan club for a certain amount of time while I was on the show. And we were just really busy with, the length and width and height and breadth of everything that it was that we were being asked to do as young professionals.
I love it. And
entertainment conglomerates, if you will.
I love that. Oh my goodness. Roberto asked a great question. Was it fun to do a cameo in the reboot of Saved by the Bell, to come back and show like Lisa Turtle is still here, y'all? Don't y'all forget. How amazing was that?
It was thoroughly amazing, completely amazing. And we had a great time. We filmed right here in my house, actually. And it was just a really good time to step back into the shoes of Lisa Turtle and that type of fanfare and luxury and comedy. So we had a great time, and it was fantastic. I was very excited about it.
And for you guys that haven't seen it yet, grab the Peacock app. The episode is on there now. You can check it out. I think it's like episode 8 of the season because it's amazing. Now, Lisa always had this high sense of fashion. Who are some of your fashion icons in life, whether that was as the character or in real life right now?
Oh, okay. Well, I would have to say Armani.
Of course.
Calvin Klein, Gap, and let's see here. That's just about the as much of it as I recall and remember. Banana Republic, you know, those cool jazzy places.
I love
it.
I love it. Alex Jen wants to give you a shout out and says that they're watching from France. They want you to know that you are gorgeous. They love you, and they're already enjoying the interview. So
thank you.
High marks. Yeah. Now, there were a few cameos that were on Saved by the Bell. Do you have any that stand out of very memorable cameo characters that came to the show?
Oh, yes, our teacher. And Mark Paul's 8th grade project. High school science project.
Yes.
Science theme. I think his name was Mr. Franklin, Kirk Franklin, but he was so funny. I mean, we would gather around and watch just to see his scenes because he was just hilarious.
That's amazing.
And really good. Very, very fine actor. We enjoyed working with him very, very much.
That's fantastic. Let's see. Holly wants to know any fun memories of Haley Mills from Good Morning, Miss Bliss.
Yes, actually our last day of taping, our last week, we all bonded very greatly because we loved the show that we did.
Of course.
So we were in cahoots and hoping, we really came together in the hope that the show would continue on.
Of course.
And I remember that type of hospitality and camaraderie. And we had an excellent time. And we did not want it to end. And it didn't take the last show for us to realize that. Yeah.
That's beautiful.
A great time.
Oh, I love that. Was the synergy of the cast really quick? Were you guys able to kind of, fall into place really fast and be the friends that we all think, you guys are?
Yes.
That's
yes.
fantastic.
We had so much fun on the set. It superseded the workload or the feeling of work.
Right.
It was like taking a field trip every day, every week, and giving your team and thesis like show and tell.
Right.
I can compare it to. So we had a lovely event.
That's awesome. Was there a particular set piece or location that was one of your favorites to shoot at? Like the Max is one of my favorite places. Yeah, okay. I mean, how do you not love that? That is so
the Max and the hallway. And when we went to the beach club.
Oh, yes.
I really love those sets.
That was amazing.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful time.
I love it. I love it. Saved by the Bell has like a transition in the pop cultural eye. There's been so many commentaries about how amazing the show is, and in some cases the Zach Morris's Trash series. Have you heard of this?
The Zach Morris Trash series?
Yes. So someone did a commentary looking at the storylines from Saved by the Bell and realizing that a lot of the things that Zach Morris does are terrible, terrible things. And it becomes this very interesting sort of look back. You've never seen this before?
This is the first I'm hearing of it.
Oh my goodness. You've got to check it out because there's so many things where you go, well, I never thought of it like that, but I guess you're right.
Okay. All right.
It's so funny because obviously Zach is the number one, side quest, try to find a shortcut guy, but it's very interesting. But you guys managed to tackle some very difficult subjects. Teenage drinking was one, and I bring up in relation to the Zach Morris's Trash episode. Was that difficult to do, to bring in such serious matters to,
No, because at the end of the day, at the end of each episode, it becomes the solution.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was not very difficult at all because in the end, we remained friends. We saved the day. and we propelled right on into the future in the next week.
Of course. So, you guys were literal superheroes. Like every week you save things. It was amazing. So, okay, obviously being in Saved by the Bell is a huge thing. I have a question in terms of your transition outside of that. You made appearances on many different shows, Family Matters, all kinds of shows like that. Was that still the same fun experience, or was it something totally different being a guest on somebody else's show?
Well, they hired me because I was famous and popular as Lisa. And you see that element, it follows you, and you reroute and turn yourself into a new character. So it's just a mental frame.
Of course.
And it wasn't difficult at all.
Excellent. I loved you in Fresh Prince of Bel-Air so much.
Thank you.
Yes, indeed.
Thank you. I enjoyed working with Alfonso Ribeiro and In the House with LL Cool J.
Yes. It was so fantastic. Do you guys do in-jokes that bring stuff back around from your previous experiences?
Well, in good taste, yes.
That's always the hard part. Alex wants to know, what was it like to do the Bayside Triangle episode? Was it stressful to play in an interracial relationship in the early 90s? That's a great question.
No. You could feel the newness. For us, it's like second nature. And especially in front of the audience on that particular episode, you could feel the newness and that the audience was sitting on pins and needles trying to see where this was going.
Of course.
And the scripts were so well written that they enjoyed it. And, we provide the solution. And we always came up with the same winning theme. And they took to it right away. It didn't throw them whatsoever at all.
I love that. Varian Grant, one of my friends, who's an amazing podcaster, as in my NBC head canon, Lisa Turtle and Hillary Banks knew each other and would be friends. Is that true? Do you think that Lisa and Hillary Banks from The Fresh Prince would have gotten along? Would they have been friends?
Oh, without doubt.
I can't even imagine the shopping. Yes.
Yves Saint Laurent and again Louis Vuitton and all our top choices of elegance.
I love it.
Beverly Hills bound people.
Yes. Now, you're a woman of many talents. You write, you act, you sing. How about dancing? We have Rachel wants to know, do you like dancing like Alfonso does?
Well, I was raised in ballet class.
There you
so
go.
That type of classical dancing I do.
Okay.
Yes, I can dance. And we take on the projects as they come about.
Of course.
So I was raised in the classical ballet training and worked my way up to the classical ballet company, which was my favorite part.
Yeah. What were some of your favorite performances that you got to do with them?
Well, we did Degas. Degas is a famous artist. He's on exhibit, as a matter of fact, right over in Norton Simon Museum. He has his own exhibit.
Nice.
And he was very fascinated with ballet dancers. So we did a choreographed piece featuring Degas, which was fun.
That's beautiful. I love that. I love that. Holly wants to know, any fun memories working with Soleil Moonfry, I believe. Punky. There we go. Yes.
Punky Brewster. Yeah. Yes, we had a great time. And as a matter of fact, Aaron Spelling's daughter, Tori Spelling, got her first acting job on our show.
Oh, that's amazing.
She played Screech's love interest for the time being. And of course, we had to get that right back into focus and frame and order.
That's right.
Yes. We had a lot of special guests, and we loved working with them all.
I love it. Okay, so you actually have a few music videos that you've cameoed in. What's your most hilarious music video experience?
Most hilarious video experience.
Yes.
That would have to be on These Are the Times.
Oh, okay. That's is that Kenny Latimer? Is that?
Well, we did it with Kenny Lattimore. I enjoyed that too. But this is a Cisco from Drew Hill.
Cisco. That's right. That's right. Yes. That's Drew Hill. Oh, okay. Yeah. If you can say without getting anyone in trouble, what made it so funny?
Oh, just the personalities. There were so many people on set, and we had a great time with the director. And Cisco's a hoot. You know, he's got all this electric charge, and he just really goes for it.
I love that.
So we had a great time.
I love that. Transitioning from a child actor into more adult roles can be difficult for so many that start off, you know, at 14, like you were saying on this show. Was it a struggle to find roles where you were able to play a more mature character, or did they always kind of skew you one way first and you had to kind of get them to see like, no, I'm grown now?
Yeah, no, that wasn't, because they're focusing on a different character altogether. Mm-hmm. So as long as you're able to get the essence and timing and character skill, they welcome that transition, because that's the character that they wrote. So
of course,
that's really the only work that you ever have to do, is to give them what they need to seal the character and the performance. So.
That's brilliant. So there's two specific movies that I'm seeing some shout outs for. If you want to give some insight into those, one specifically is How High, and what it was like to work with Redman and Method Man.
Hilarious. Hilarious. It goes right in the line. We really had so many talented people, mm-hmm. and it goes on in rank with one of the most hilarious jobs or films ever made. We were all very excited. It was a brand new project with Universal Studios, mm-hmm. and they had all this brand new technology that they were trusting our show to deliver the performance with. They had the brand new digital cameras, and there was just so much to see and do and be, and we had an awesome media and a great time. Also on set, if you can believe this, that we were on the campus of UCLA, mm-hmm. and they had this riot with the march.
Like they were picketing and stuff?
Picketing, yes. And there were helicopters and airplanes, and it was just everything comes together for the right reason, right?
Of course.
Yeah, so the students needed attention on tuition and things like that. And it was very interesting to see these young people really take charge of the campus and of their lives. Right. But yeah, it was phenomenal. It was like every stop time.
Wow.
And look at them. And it was a group of picketers, really bright young kids, and the helicopters. I think there were like 3 helicopters, and it was all over the news. It was just incredible.
That's fantastic.
To be there in that moment. Had we filmed somewhere else, it would have been different.
You could have missed it.
Right there. And all of that came into play.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. That's amazing. That is absolutely amazing. The other, of course.
So as well as working with Cisco on from Drew Hill fame on These Are the Times, we exchanged a lot of good advice for performing, because we have to play to each other, and mm-hmm. he's so vibrant and vivacious and larger than life. We were able to come to a fine medium to where we could both share the performance.
I love that.
Mastery, yes.
What's some of the best advice that he shared with you?
Well, he likes to go really big, and so we figured out a way to capture that, but bring it into the television video world that we were working in.
Of course. What's the best advice you gave him?
Keep it simple. Keep it simple and keep it together.
There it is. It is.
Stay on top of it and mean it.
I love it.
8 of your burning questions.
Let's see. We've got a couple different things. So Nick0506 says, watching Saved by the Bell marathon on E and watching this interview, life is good. Thank you, Nick. Appreciate that. And let's see. We've got Scott saying, yes, asking if you were a Star Trek fan before being on the show.
Yes.
Were you a Trekkie? Yes.
I was a Starkey. It would come on at 11:30 at night, and I watched it every night before going to bed.
I love it. Which was your favorite? Are you a Next Generation? Are you original? Are you Deep Space Nine? I mean, obviously Deep Space Nine you have some love for, but which one are you more?
I'm an original fan.
Okay.
I like to keep it organic.
Nothing wrong with that. Oh my God, I love that so very much. Okay.
Origins.
So the second movie that obviously lives in my headspace is Def Jam's How to Be a Player. And you have like this almost unicorn presence in it because you come in just so briefly and then you appear here and there. Was that one that was absolutely insane to be a part of?
I loved it. I met Bill Bellamy for the first time, and we became very, very good friends.
That's great.
Matter of fact, I just saw him not too long ago at the airport from coming home from New York. I saw him at the airport. So we would have fun. We'd have lunch together and make sure everybody was on their P's and Q's and that the scenes came together just so as exactly how they should. And yes, even my cameo versions of the work that was to be done on How to Be a Player, we still make them pop and see you remember it. And that's the key. In any project that you take is make it memorable, acting or otherwise.
Of course.
Yeah.
I did hate his guts though.
It to this day.
Of course we do. But we hated him though because he had you and had the audacity to be looking anyway. What are you doing?
I got him good.
So true. Britton Lindsay said that you were phenomenal on the reboot of Saved by the Bell and hopes to see more of you in the next season. Is there any chance that we might have some breaking news about that?
The Saved by the Bell got picked up.
Okay. That's
we'll see what happens from there. Yeah,
I love it.
I wouldn't mind it at all.
None of us would.
I would continue. Yes, sir.
Yes, get on that.
I would continue in my excitement over this show, and it's wonderful quality from the beginning.
I love that.
So if they continue the show, I would absolutely love it if I were invited to do it.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Rachel Drayden is asking, considering that 2020 was kind of a crazy year, a lot of, quarantine, people finding ways to occupy themselves. What TV shows do you like or have been watching during this time?
I watch Dabble. I watch BBC. I get my videos from SAG and AFTRA for the SAG-AFTRA Awards and their nominations. So I keep it busy. I sing a lot. I'm working on my own home sound studio.
Okay. So. Are we going to see an album sometime soon?
You could. I already have my own album, and we'll be making it available online.
That is fantastic. I cannot wait to receive that.
It's called Jewel Box the Mixer, and I did it in 5 days. No, 4 daes, 5 studios, and the mixing and all of that.
That is incredible. Oh my goodness. Okay. I mean, but phenomenal in a very Lark Voorhees kind of way. So I don't expect you to do anything less than amazing. We have April says, I don't have a question, but I just wanted to say I love you and thank you for all that you do. Roberto wants to know, what plans do you have for this year beyond releasing this album?
Well, I had planned to do some traveling, especially during the wintertime. I love the snow. California doesn't really have seasons.
Right.
And so I am looking forward to making plans and following through with the travel.
Of course.
Going to the mountains where there's the snowy wonderland and just having a good time.
That's brilliant. Oh my God. You got to find that peace in nature. It's so beautiful. I totally agree. Where's some of your favorite places beyond the mountains to travel to?
Tropical places, Hawaii, the Caribbean. I like yachting.
Oh, nice.
So Yeah, all of those things.
Okay. You have so many different like interests, so many talents. What is something that you think you can't do? Because somebody wants to know, like, what is it that Lark Voorhees cannot do? And like, I don't think there is a thing. Is there something that you're like, no, that's not me? Is it like skydiving or bungee jumping?
No, I've done those things.
Oh my God, okay.
And I take on life and I embrace it in that facet, especially particularly when it's something that piques my interest.
Of course.
You know, I like mastery. Like you go to college to get your master's degree.
Of
I
course,
like mastering. So I learned to be a quick study, and we proceed with getting on the business of doing this right.
That's that airy spirit. I'd recognize that.
Yes, enjoying the fact that I'm enjoying it and making it look good and easy and this and that. And I guess we get that from the entertainment industry, but also all other sorts of mastering and carrying on of performance, live performance. You have to be the master and get it right. So I think that comes from that type of breeding and wellspring.
I love that.
Yes.
It's so wonderful to hear you say that too, because it does show your commitment, your dedication to craft in all of its form. And I think that's, again, one of the reasons why we have loved you since and continue to do so. Kenneth Hill wants to give you a comment of, I love the painting behind you. Do you still paint in your spare time?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yes, I do. I have all of my paintings and exhibits. I'm surprised you even remember that. From VH1, I was able to exhibit some of my art and had a great time painting the host while I'm being interviewed. And
she that's amazing.
We did it in 5 minutes. I painted the host in 5 minutes. That was a challenge, and that springs from what we were just talking about. You know, you love to get things right, and you love to bring the mastery to it. And so I had never done that before, and I really, really enjoyed the challenge. Thank you for noticing. I appreciate that.
Absolutely. That's fantastic. Alec wants to know, in terms of the original Saved by the Bell, kind of becoming this beloved cult hit, there are a new generation that's discovering the original show. Is there something like that kind of warms you up to know that, you know, your longevity of this character has lasted this long?
Yes. Because, you know, it's such a squeaky clean show, you know, and it's family oriented, and you know, we have so many bright, brilliant spaces where people really can learn, and you really can, with a clear conscience, try on these periods and areas of our show. And so the fact that we're able to give them clean entertainment that has stretched out and spanned over since 1988,
right?
We're loving life. We're absolutely elated about it.
I love that. Absolutely.
It's still in 193 countries, so it's doing well. Yeah,
that is so perfect, because it is such a great series, and it speaks highly to everyone involved, but specifically Lisa is such a great, phenomenal icon, as well as a role model type character for so many, for you know, people of color, young ladies, everyone. And I think you definitely deserve to be proud of that. And I'm very happy that you are. We are almost out of time here. So before we go, I wanted to take a second to obviously remember, you know, Dustin, who recently passed. He was a guest of a few Wizard World shows. So if we could, just a quick moment of silence. Yes, absolutely. You know, obviously we're very sorry, and give our condolences to the family and to all of you that were his friends. So thank you all for, you know, just a moment, if we can, for Dustin. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Lark, it has been an absolute honor to chat with you today. I hope that we get to do so again in sometime
Yes,
soon.
sir.
I don't care when. Thank you
I would
so
love it.
very much for your time. Just
Yes.
to all the fans that are watching, please don't forget, if you're watching live or later on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube, check out those paid exclusive experiences. I think we're going to be recording those next week, so you can do a private one-on-one video chat, get a custom recorded message, an autograph from Lark, because you know you need this. You can check all those out at wizardworld.com. Once again, I'm Victor Dangerous, the hardest working man in comics, saying thank you to everyone that tuned in. And once again, Lark, thank you so very much. You're just amazing.
You're so very welcome, and I appreciate the draw and those who have the strength and stamina and endurance, the quality of endurance to keep up with everything that's going on. I ask you to stay safe during this Corona season, and looking to meet with you soon.
There we go.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
And love to you, Victor.
Thank you, Lark. Appreciate it.